What's up guys, and welcome back to this new stream here on the channel. And on today's stream we're going to discuss the cryptocurrency market. Ooh, wait, do I have it? Yeah, I do have sound. Yes, it's good. So yo guys, welcome back to this new stream here on the channel. Today we're going to discuss the cryptocurrency market and of course the Bitcoin market in general. So if this sounds interesting for you, don't forget to right away smash up that like button. And guys, oh guys, we just set a new all-time high for Ethereum. So there are so many things we have to be discussing right now here. So if you're interested here in of course cryptocurrency content, if you're interested in trading Bitcoin, and if you're interested in some very interesting news things that we right now have been preparing for you guys out there, don't forget to right away stick till the end of the stream here, smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell notification, and let's dive right away in towards the content. So Bitcoin, what is it doing right now? It has been seeing some slightly volatility in the past hours. It has been seeing a lot of sideways action as well in the past hours. But right now it looks to be that we're once again bouncing back here. And how it is going with my trades, it is particularly going well right now here. What we're seeing with my trades essentially here is that my trades are still up at approximately, together 44,000 US dollars. But I do think that I could be riding this towards way higher levels. And I do think that we could be in for a way further surge towards the upside as time continues here with Bitcoin. But let's dive right away in towards the technical analysis, and let me tell you to you guys out there why I was thinking that Bitcoin was already going to be bouncing on this exact 1 hour candle here. So what you can see over here essentially is that Bitcoin is creating a bullish divergence right now here on the market, because Bitcoin is forming right on the market a higher low, and what is forming a higher low, it is forming a lower low here on the RSI. So this is of course a clear bullish divergence like we have been seeing several times in the market. Of course, this is not a regular bullish divergence, but this is a hidden bullish divergence, but still this is a very good signal that we could be in for a further continuation towards the upside. So it looks to be that Bitcoin is right now bouncing off this hidden bullish divergence that we're currently creating, and I do expect that Bitcoin could be seeing a further surge from here on, and I do think that Bitcoin could be of course increased further on from this point, because we are seeing right now this hidden bullish divergence playing out on the Bitcoin 1 hourly candles as well. What did we saw yesterday? So yesterday we saw this insane wick on Bitcoin, and look at this big wick here. We came all the way down once again, even lower where we started at. Of course, we came back all the way towards the 57.5k level here, and like you can see in the 1 minute chart, if we're going back towards this time here, you can see it all happened in just a matter of one candle. So was it once again a liquidity test for Bitcoin? We don't know for sure, but you can clearly see we dumped approximately 5.5% in just a matter of 1 minute, and afterwards we were getting bought up in also just a matter of, let me quickly see this, in just a matter of 12 minutes we were all the way back up once again here, and just of course in approximately, let me see, approximately 1 hour and 27 minutes later, we were already up 2.8% from that point. So also another reason why you should be always buy the dips here. So of course, as long as Bitcoin is dipping, people usually tend to get very greedy. So yeah, maybe another big player is right now went out of the market. So for us, it's a very, very positive thing here, because of course, more of these people that really are willing to exit the market, I really want to be seeing it earlier than later. So it is pretty good that the guy already left the market. So what is right now as well an important thing to look at. So we have been talking about this level several times here on the channel. So you can see Bitcoin is basically getting several rejections by the range what of course previously was providing a support. So if you're looking to this red box right now on Bitcoin, you can clearly see previous support was getting found, previous resistance, previous support, previous resistance, and once again resistance is getting found on this range here. So basically what we're once again seeing on the Bitcoin market here is that it is consolidating under resistance. What do we know if Bitcoin consolidates under resistance? That we could be maybe in for a further continuation towards the upside as well. We could be maybe potentially approaches like a head and shoulders pattern, right? You can see over here we're forming the left shoulder, we're forming the head, and we're forming the right shoulder right now here. So let's see how this is going to be playing out. Are we going to see a further continuation towards the upside from this point? There is definitely a very likely possibility that we are going to see so, since we have been seeing the structure. I mean, I will be not approached like an inverse head and shoulders, but it is basically, well, it is the same market structure as an inverse head and shoulders right now here, because you're forming a low, then you're forming a lower low, and then you're forming a higher low once again. So the strength is regaining back in the market, and I do expect that we, in the end of the day, could be seeing a further continuation towards the upside. And with this hidden bullish divergence that we're currently creating, I do expect that we could be in for this continuation towards the upside from this point. But what is going to be extremely important here is that we're going to look at the Bitcoin 4-hourly chart. So like you can see, yesterday we have been warning you guys, first of all, for this critical downward sloping resistance line that we have been talking about several times here on the channel. Then as well, the major warning for me as well came from of this resistance box here. So you can clearly see Bitcoin previously resistance, previously support, previously resistance, previously once again flipping into resistance right now here. So we have been clearly warning you guys about the significant level here, and right now as well, we could be as well keep our eyes out wide open for this downward sloping resistance line that Bitcoin is trying to creating, and this potential, of course, falling wedge scenario. So I am very curious on how this is going to be playing out here. I will be looking forward towards how it will be resolving and how the market will be further continue from here on. Of course, there are several resistance levels ahead of us, but for me on right now, I will be aiming at the first one, and the first resistance level is of course this range over here on the 61.5k towards the 61.8k, and like you can see, we did yesterday got a clear rejection from it as well, and we have been warning you guys several times about it on my Twitter page. But what I do think right now, what is going to be very interesting here, before going further in towards the content, before going further in towards the technical analysis here on Bitcoin, is what the next month will be bringing us. Because yeah, we're very close. This is the last Friday that there is in October. So guys, this is the last Friday in October, and October is done right now. October is almost done. We're just a day off right now. And of course, the next month is going to be, of course, Moonvember, of No-Dip-Vember, depends on how you're going to call it, of course. But what is very nice about November here is because the companies have to be declaring if they did bought into some assets as well for Bitcoin. So end of November, we're probably going to see more companies announcing that they're once again did bought some Bitcoin. So keep your eyes wide open on November, because I personally think that November could be the month that we could be absolutely skyrocketed once again, because they're going to come some certain announcements towards us and towards the market that some company have been buying some Bitcoin. So it's very curious on how it is going to be playing out, and I'm very curious on which company did buy Bitcoin. Let me know in the chat here what you guys think on which companies have been buying Bitcoin. Is it going to be Walmart? Is it going to be Apple? Is it going to be other very rich company, of course, that is buying into Bitcoin? I think the chance is extremely high that like companies like Apple or whatsoever are diversifying their portfolios as well into Bitcoin, because the inflation is crazy right now, and why should you not be holding Bitcoin? It doesn't make any sense if you're not doing so. As well, for these big companies, why should they only hold dollars on their balance sheet while those dollars are getting less and less worth every single year? Well, this year's inflation is already up to 5.5%. So for me, it only would make a lot of sense that companies like Apple or whatsoever are right now, of course, declaring, of course, not right now, but in the end of November, that they are going to declare that they're owning some Bitcoin. So let me know as well in the chat what you guys think on which companies are right now buying in towards them. So let me see what we're going to have. And of course, if a company is going to, let's say Apple or whatever, is going to be announcing that they're holding Bitcoin, you know what's going to happen with the price? You maybe think, oh, that's a very moon prediction from you, Rover. But I won't be surprised if like a company like Apple is going to be announcing that they're holding Bitcoin, that Bitcoin will literally shoot up towards 100k. And I do think that if we're going to look at the charts and if we're going to make some predictions, where do we think Bitcoin could be standing near the end of the year? I do think that 100k is not even a very weird prediction, because Bitcoin is right now only a 1.2 trillion US dollar asset, and it could be easily go to 1 trillion. It could be easily go to 100k here. It would make for me a lot of sense, and it's definitely not out of the books, and it's definitely very likely to see Bitcoin going towards that level in the coming few months from here on, and especially November could be bringing a lot of positive things towards us here. So I definitely very exciting. So Musovina as well saying, I spotted the flash crash, and let me see. And I put it along at the 57.5k. You have been doing an amazing job here. Depends, of course, on which exchange you were trading on. Not every single exchange have been dipping back to the 57.5k. This was, of course, the 57.6k. So yeah, pretty curious on how it is going to be playing out right now here. So what's the difference between hidden and regular? Is hidden less effective? No, it's not less effective. What you can see right now here is that in hidden divergence is just not easy to spot here, and they basically have the same influence, because yeah, they're basically explaining the exact same. They're both bullish. Of course, in hidden bearish divergence is also just bearish. It's not going to have less effect here. So yeah, it's just a bullish divergence that we're basically seeing on the market right now on the 1 hourly candle. So let me move further in towards the content, and let me talk a little bit about the 4 hourly candles further on here, because Bitcoin is right now, of course, pretty interesting on what it is currently doing. I'm very excited where it could be heading towards. What I want to be essentially see here is that Bitcoin, of course, right now is still consolidating, but that this is basically going to be breaking through this red line of resistance. And as soon as we're breaking this red line of resistance, we could be in for further continuation towards the upside. And as soon as we're, of course, going to be breaking this this red box here, we could be in for, of course, a retest around the ranges of the 63.6k. And of course, we're then breaking out, of course, as well of the falling wedge. And the falling wedge is going to be having a price target from the top side of the wedge. So it's going to be, say, for sure, another approximately 10% move from of that point, 9 to 10% move for sure possible as soon as we're going to break this trend line towards the downside. But as well, and we're looking at momentum for Bitcoin. What I'm seeing right now here is that the RSI is still forming a lower high, price action forming a lower high. So it's looking very healthy. MACD, lower high, price action lower high. So MACD is well looking healthy. No bearish divergences are getting formed whatsoever on the 4-hourly candles. But the only positive thing that we're seeing here is that we are losing the selling pressure. So we could be maybe in for further come down here, and we could be even see an yeah, I don't really see the market come down from here at this point, to be very honest. I do not really expect the market will be coming down so far. Just like you can see, this fresh is already getting bought up as well here. These bears that really want to be selling off the Bitcoins are doing it right now here, and it's just going to be a matter of time till we're going to trade at new all-time highs once again for Bitcoin. So yeah, we're still seeing, of course, that the MACD is forming a higher low over here, and the price actually forming still this lower low. So we're still forming, and we're still seeing this bullish divergence playing out on the 4-hour MACD. And basically what this is telling us is that the MACD is gaining strength here. So we're basically seeing that the sellers are losing their strength, but the price action is still going down, what is most likely going to result in a trend reversal. So far, we are clearly, there's no rocket science. Let me remove all the drunks for a second. There's no rocket science needed to say right now that we're in a downtrend. And you see these downtrends last for, let's say, 10 days approximately. Right now we're in this downtrend for 8 days here, so I do think that we could be reversing this downtrend anytime soon here, because if we're learning and if we're looking back, and let me enable my drawing tree once again for a second here, but if we're looking back towards these previous drop-offs here, they tend to take us, well, yeah, around 10 days, maybe 12 days from the downtrend getting started from here to the low. It took us approximately 17 days over here. Here it took us 12 days towards that low. But yeah, it really depends. Every drop-off is a unique one. And of course, over here, it took us a little bit longer. But I do think this downtrend will be shifting anytime soon here and in towards an uptrend once again. So Bitcoin is dropping off, by the way, on the imminent short term here. So Bitcoin, I've been seeing a minor correction here on the past 3 minutes here. So Bitcoin is dropping off ever so slightly right now. But yeah, Bitcoin is still creating this hidden bullish divergence. So keep your eyes wide open for that one. Could be for sure having a result in Bitcoin, seeing a further continuation grow towards the upside. And of course, if Bitcoin is going to come down further on, it's, yes, going to be a little bit more bearish, and Bitcoin could be maybe in for a further continuation downwards. But for me, on what is going to be as well very important is that we are going to be holding up this level over here. I do think, since we have been breaking this this level clearly over here with a very, very significant pump here, that this level could be holding us up very well here. And a retest of the approximately 60.1k towards 60.2k is going to be still relatively bullish for Bitcoin. It's not necessarily going to be bearish for Bitcoin at all here. So yeah, I'm very curious on how this level is going to be holding up. I will be keeping my eyes wide open right now on Bitcoin, to of course manage and to of course keep my to say to you guys on how good it is holding up at the current time of recording. So we'll be for sure look at it. But as well, what is Bitcoin on the daily candles doing right now here? So Bitcoin on daily candles, we have been looking at this as well. Yeah, it's creating maybe some kind of a downward sloping resistance line, to be very honest, for Bitcoin on the daily time frame. Maybe it is already breaking out of this trend line on the RSI. So we will be, of course, keep our eyes wide open for this trend line. But what we are basically seeing right now on the daily time frame is that we're seeing a consolidation phase getting enabled. So we are once again consolidating and preparing ourselves for the next rally up here, because every single rally is getting created out of a downtrend. Every single major leg up here is getting created out of a downtrend, just like it did over here, just like it did over here. We always tend to see major corrections before moving up further from off that point. So right now, once again, we're in this correction phase here. We are moving down, but what I do right now see here is a Bitcoin trade in this this approximately falling wedge scenario on the daily time frame. Of course, falling wedges are a typical bullish bias pattern, and they could be for sure having further continuation towards the upside. So I'm very curious on how this is going to be playing out towards us right now, and how this is going to be developing the price action for Bitcoin on the exact time of recording. So let's see how it's going to be rolling out here. I do expect it is going to be having a positive effect on the market. So yeah, we will be keeping our eyes once again wide open on the charts, and as soon as Bitcoin breaks this this daily trend line towards the downside, we could be in for a further continuation towards the upside once again here. But as well, guys, what I'm seeing right now here is Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. So far, still holding up to 0.5 in our Fibonacci, what we have been looking at. But as well, guys, we're coming closer towards the weekly candle close. So another week done on Bitcoin. The weeks are flying by like crazy. I mean, the weeks are absolutely going so fast here, in my opinion. I mean, once again, another week done for Bitcoin. It's just going so quickly. I just can't keep up the time anymore. And we're just witnessing one after one getting printed. And of course, every single weekly candle we're closing is a weekly candle closer towards the halving of Bitcoin, what will be making Bitcoin even more scarcer. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards it. Talking about the halving, by the way, we're right now only a few days away from it. I mean, we're a few years away from it, only 2 years right now away from the halving. So yeah, I'm very excited on how that's going to be as well, playing a role in Bitcoin. And I'm very excited on how it's going to have an effect on the market, because yeah, like the first halving, we had this minor rally towards the upside here. So the last halving really started the hype here with an approximately 250% pump here in just a matter of 91 days here. So could we be seeing the same effect for Bitcoin? I do think that this year, once again, with the halving, if we're going to come closer towards the halving, the hype and the run on Bitcoin is going to be insane. People are going to start become extremely greedy. But what I want to essentially see here is Bitcoin going overextend on the weekly time frame, because you can see every single time Bitcoin is going overextend on the weekly time frame, it tends to stay there for a while at least here, or tends to be going overbought for several times here. And of course, overbought markets for Bitcoin on the weekly time frame is relatively good here, in my opinion, because that could be signifying that we are in this this bullish period of the year, and that we are in this bullish period in general. So I would like to see Bitcoin going overbought once again here. As soon as it does go overbought, I do expect that it will be staying overbought for quite a while, like it was doing as well over here. So just like it was doing over here, it was at least 4 or 5 weeks always it's overbought once Bitcoin goes in towards this overbought territorium. So what do I want to be seeing here is Bitcoin going overbought here on the weekly time frame. So for Bitcoin to do so, we need a further pump towards the upside, of course. So as soon as Bitcoin is going to see an overbought territorium getting created here on the weekly time frame, I do expect that we at least will be staying for that way in maybe another 3 or 4 weeks from that point. So I can't wait to see how Bitcoin is going to react towards it, and I can't wait to see how overbought we could go. And of course, you maybe see it as a bad thing, but I see it as a positive thing, because always once we're overbought, we're moving up, and it's relatively a good thing to see in a bull market, to be honest. So yeah, Fibonacci is looking particularly healthy. Still, I see so many people right now saying here on Twitter, because of course I'm very active on Twitter, if you don't know already. So if you want to be, of course, as well, participate in this $4,000 giveaway, don't forget to go to my Twitter page here. But I see so many people right now talking on Twitter about Bitcoin is going to be the leading coin in Q4, and I disagree. I don't think that Bitcoin is going to be the asset that's going to be outperforming all the altcoins in Q4 2021 here. I do think that Bitcoin is going to be losing valuation against the alts, and I do think that the alts are going to be stronger. And so far, we made this prediction and we made this call here, literally on the top over here. So far, we have been going down with an approximately 8% here in the recent 12 days approximately for Bitcoin. So we have been going 9% down here in the Bitcoin dominance. And so far, our prediction has been very, very on point. And what I will be still predicting right now, while everyone is saying it's not a good time to be buying altcoins on Twitter, I will be rather do it, because once everyone says it's not a good time, it usually tends to be a good time. So keep your eyes out on that as well. Just counter trade the emotions. But what we as well expect here is that the Bitcoin dominance is at least going to come down here after this rejection. And I do expect that the Bitcoin dominance could be maybe, first of all, go down towards this level around the 39.8% here. And what this will be resulting in is Bitcoin dominance forming an M pattern. An M pattern is a typical bearish bias pattern. And this bearish bias pattern will be breaking down towards the next level. And the next level is going to be this range around to 35.41% in the Bitcoin dominance. So yeah, I am expecting Bitcoin to seeing a further continuation down here from this point. And I do expect that Bitcoin is going to see this move now getting generated towards this lower level in the Bitcoin dominance. I don't expect that Bitcoin is going to be the leading coin in Q4. I don't expect that Bitcoin dominance is going to rise in Q4. So far, it has done the exact opposite in Q4. So yeah, you definitely want to be making up your own mind here, but I don't expect that the Bitcoin dominance is necessarily going to be only rising. Of course, in the beginning of Q4, it did significantly rise, but you can see already the wick on the top side is already getting created here. So I'm very curious on how it's going to play out, and I do expect we're going to see a further continuation towards the downside. So if you want to be making good gains in crypto, I think buying altcoins is the better way right now here. And if you really want to be making significant gains, I think altcoins are just the better place right now here. It depends, of course, on what kind of position you are in. I'm not heavily into altcoins yet anymore, but in 2017, I wanted to be making this insane wealth here, and of course with doing so I try to be buying into a lot of altcoins. But right now, of course, as soon as you build up your Ethereum, you're not going to go heavily into altcoins anymore, because you want to be having a more safer investment strategy. And for you, if you want to be taking a little bit bigger risk here with potential higher rewards, I should look at, of course, altcoins, because that is the better way to make like an 10 or 20x from here on. And it depends as well on how much money you're investing and what your goal is from your investment. Is your goal from your investment to make life-changing wealth? I don't think that if you're going to buy Bitcoin right now here, that you're necessarily going to make life-changing wealth. But what you will make here is you're hedging against the dollar, you're hedging against inflation, and you're going to, in the end of the day, of course, triple or maybe 8x or maybe 10x your money. But with some altcoins, you could be maybe doing 100x, and that could be, of course, depending on the case, way more valuable, but the risk is as well certainly higher on these altcoins. So yeah, pretty interesting what we're thinking here. But as well, congratulations for all the Ethereum holders out there. Once again, I mean, Ethereum is my biggest asset on my portfolio, like you guys already know here, and Ethereum just recently set a new all-time high. I say just recently, but I just literally mean at approximately 8 hours ago. Ethereum did set a new all-time high, so congratulations once again. Highest 4-hourly candle close in history for Ethereum. So Ethereum did set a new all-time high, and this, of course, particularly interesting right now here. Like I just warned you guys about yesterday, is that we were trading in this consolidation phase. Lower side support, top side resistance, and what you can basically see right here is that we did clearly broke the top side of resistance, like you can see here for the Ethereum chart. We broke this resistance, we continued our way up here, and since breaking out of this resistance box on the top side, we saw right away a move down from that point, and since we saw that move down here, you clearly can see we flipped the resistance into support, and we of course continued shooting up towards literally a new all-time high here. So if you're looking to the daily candles, you can see we're creating a little bit of a wick today here, but yesterday is what we formed the highest daily candle close ever in history for Ethereum. So once again, we're setting new records every single day for Ethereum, and that is of course a really good thing to see here. From the previous all-time high, we were up at approximately $31, so it's not a very significant new all-time high, but still, it is a new all-time high for Ethereum, and I do think that we could be seeing further continuation in the coming days for Ethereum coming for us. So very exciting. So for Bitcoin, once again, flipping into the green here, still creating a big wick on the top side. We will be keeping our eyes on Bitcoin, how it's going to be performing like. But yeah, it's looking particularly good for Ethereum here, to be honest. If we're looking as well to 1 hourly candles, you can see clearly Ethereum has been going pretty significantly up here. You can see it did broke this trend line towards the upside where we were generating over here. So this, of course, a little bit a little bit of a worse perspective what we're right now seeing here on Ethereum. But if I'm quickly going to remove all the trunks, and if I'm going to just, let's say, look at the 1 hourly candles and look at the momentum that we're creating, it's healthy momentum that we're creating towards the upside. If I'm going to look at the MACD strategy, not the MACD strategy, let me see, MACD strategy, let me remove it quickly. The MACD strategy, but if I'm looking just to the regular MACD, you can see as well healthy trend that we're getting generated on the 4 hour as well. It's looking quite good here. No bearish divergence are getting formed to whatsoever, so there's a really positive thing that we're right now seeing in the market. What you can see as well here is that we are essentially as well from this downward sloping, upward sloping resistance line that we clearly did broke through. And of course, depending on where the 4 hourly candle is going to close right now here, I do expect if it's going to close in green, we're going to see a supportive bounce from this point. It looks to be that we still could be finding some support, and that we could be maybe in for a further continuation towards the upside from at this point. But yeah, the market structure is definitely very good here in my opinion. You're just setting higher highs, higher lows. We're getting rid of the sellers that are want to be going out of the market, so that's a pretty particularly good thing to see right now here. And of course, if you're on holding Ethereum, I want to be congratulating you, because yeah, you're doing an absolutely amazing job here by still holding your Ethereum, just like I am doing as well right now here. So Ethereum was maybe still what I was expecting basically, is that Ethereum, if we're going to look at this this top side here, basically, right? So you can see over here, Ethereum was forming this this resistance from the previous all-time high in terms of daily candle closes. So you can see Ethereum did have some significant struggles by of course not breaking through this level. So you can clearly see Ethereum was getting rejected several times there. But right now we're seeing a significant clear daily candle close above this level, and For me on this is just a clear signal that Ethereum could be in for a further continuation towards the upside. If the daily candles is really going to retest the lower side over here, we're first of all going to retest these previous daily closes over there, this daily close over here, and I do think that we could be in for this massive run up here for Ethereum, what could be leading towards, of course, new altcoins getting generated for Ethereum. So I definitely can't wait to see how we are going to be playing out. But look at this, Ethereum was just trading on $1,700 and approximately 100 days ago, and if you did bought Ethereum over there, you would have been up here just another 160%, and 160% profit in just a matter of 100 days is absolutely insane for an investment. Of course, I know you have Shiba that's like 15x up in just a matter of 10 days or whatsoever, but for a regular good investment, I mean, you can see Ethereum is paying off its dividends right now here. So yeah, it looks particularly good here. You can see as well, last week around week close, highest weekly candle close for Ethereum. I do expect that we're going to see another one getting formed this week, so that's going to be quite exciting. On the exact time of recording, we could be maybe seeing some kind of an falling wedge, not falling wedge, a bull flag getting formed here on Ethereum. So we could be maybe in for a further continuation, but we could be ready right now to create this flag here, what could be helping us to continue our trend further towards the upside. So let's see how Ethereum is going to be playing out this scenario. But on the exact time of recording, Bitcoin is bouncing back ever so slightly once again. So I am looking forward towards on how this is going to be playing out right now here. But guys, before I go further in towards the content, before I go to other coins, before I go to other different interesting cryptocurrency coins here, don't forget to right away smash up the like button, guys. We're right now watching with more than 900 of you guys out there, and we're only having 196 likes. Guys, let's smash up the like button. It would be truly amazing if we could be maybe smash it up to, let's say, 300 likes here on the stream. So don't forget to right away smash up the like button, and let's go further in towards the content here, of course. So guys, don't forget to smash it up. What is your target for XRP? So let me as well talk about XRP, Cardano, all these coins here. I'm definitely want to be talking a little bit more about these altcoins right now as well with you guys. But before going, make sure to smash up the like button here on the stream, guys. So Cardano, what are we seeing right now? We're seeing, of course, a major pump here. We were trading yesterday. Right now, the 1 hourly candles, we could be maybe in for some kind of an symmetrical triangle formation. Could be for sure possible. So what I'm aiming for right now is maybe this downward slope resistance line, upward slope support line, going to squeeze in the price towards an apex, and what could be resulting in, of course, a major breakout anytime soon here for the price section. So that's going to be quite exciting if we're going to see so, of course. So let's see how this is going to be playing out. Let's see how it's going to be rolling out for Ethereum, for Cardano, and let's see how this is going to be, what kind of effect it will be having on the market. So yeah, what you can see basically is downward sloping support line, downward sloping support line getting created here. This one, of course, was providing resistance, but right now trading above once again and providing support on the price section on Cardano. So it's pretty interesting, of course. We did clearly broke down of this trend line over here. If we're looking at the daily candles for Cardano, you can see previous resistance getting retested over here as support, so that's of course a particularly good thing to see here. We're still forming another lower low, so that's of course a little bit more bearish, but this could be of course as well a very clear bear trap. So far it has not been bouncing so strong as Bitcoin has been doing. It's not been bouncing so strong as Ethereum has been doing. It's not bouncing so strong as any other coin has been doing. So Cardano is still lacking behind Bitcoin, lacking behind Ethereum, and right now it is really trading on this decision point, because on this Cardano support trend, you can see it has to be bouncing right now, otherwise you could be maybe in for further continuation down here. Compared to Bitcoin as well, we want to be seeing a bounce right now anytime soon for Cardano. Otherwise, we could be getting into some danger for Cardano. So yeah, we did set the same structure like we did over here. So we were down, we pumped, we came down once again, and then we rallied. So we came down, we pumped, we came down once again. And could we be right now start the rally? That's a real big question that we have been asking ourselves right now. What we need right now for Cardano is, of course, some more positive news here and some more bullish news articles coming out for Cardano that will be really helping to kick up the hype once again. I do expect it will be coming, and for everyone who is saying basically that Cardano is dead, or that Cardano is having issues, or that Cardano is not going to be performing so good here, I do definitely disagree with that, and I do think that we could be seeing a further continuation for Cardano later on, maybe next month here, the coming month here, for Upvember or Moonvember, depends on how you're going to call it. I do think that as soon as the bullish news rolls out for Cardano, once the projects are getting launched over there, I do think that this is once again going to be a very, very bullish project that's going to be moving up very significantly. So keep your eyes out wide open on Cardano, because I do think it could be rolling up further. And of course, you always want to be buying once everyone is afraid. And what I see right now as well overall, Twitter, everywhere, everyone is afraid for Cardano right now, guys. So Don't be afraid for Cardano. I don't think it's responsible to be afraid for Cardano right now here. Once everyone is afraid, you should be starting to get greedy. And that is always the big lesson I've learned from my mistakes here. So once others are fearful, you should start to get greedy. Once others are greedy, what it was over here, you should start to get fearful. So please play the emotion roller coaster correctly. Buy Cardano once everyone is fair like they are right now here. Everyone is saying Cardano is going to end whatsoever. It's not going to end. Cardano is just getting started, because everyone who's saying Cardano is dead right now here will be buying the top of the next run up, and I will be selling the top of the next run up, because I am selling into greed and I'm buying into fear. So use your mind, use your knowledge. I am as well right now swing trading Cardano, like you can see here. I'm right at 21% up already, but I am anticipating. It's a very small position, only 5,000 US dollars, so excuse me a little bit, but right now I'm in a very small position, and I will be trying to ride this trade towards absolutely new all-time highs here for Cardano, and I'm swing trading it, and you see it once again here. I show it on my channel. I show these trades what I take here. I've got nothing to hide, and I think I'm very, very comfortable that we could be seeing a further search for Cardano getting created towards the upside. And just as I did with my Bitcoin trade, I literally my trade on 40k, and I ran it towards the 66k, and I took profits over there. And right now I'm building up a new Bitcoin position, like you can see here. It's right now up already 66% here, 38k in profit. It's a very, very good long position for Bitcoin, and I can't wait to see where we could be heading towards from this point, because I personally think we could be seeing a way further continuation towards the upside for Bitcoin, and Cardano as well. Cardano is going to be following, and that's my reason why I'm right now building up a swing trade position. I want to swing trade the market, because I do think it's smart to swing trade markets once everyone is afraid. I do think it's smart to swing trade like coins like Cardano once everyone is not really anticipating a major leg up here. So that is of course the reason and the reasoning why I do trade the market right now like this. And I do expect that the only thing what is suppressing Bitcoin right now here is maybe a little bit of the traders in the market here. So pretty exciting what we're going to have here. Here we saw, of course, a major liquidation coming towards the market. And then talking about liquidations, guys, let me quickly see in the past 24 hours on how much we got liquidated over there. We got an approximately 30 million US dollar long position getting liquidated. So not a very, very huge amount of long position getting liquidated, to be honest. It could have been way better. Only 30 million is not that much here, to be honest, for Bitcoin. You can see, if we're going to look at the past 4 hours, you can see on that particular candle towards the downside. Yeah, we did saw, it was over here. We did saw a significant amount of buying coming back towards the market. But what we're basically seeing here, if we're going to look at the 15 minute, is that we're have a relatively low volumes today. We're so far seeing not the extreme high volumes as well. The volume is coming down here in the past hours once again here. But I mean, you can see this wavy market structure that we usually don't have on Bitcoin. You can see it is pretty wavy. We shake out, we go up, we shake out, we go up. Usually on Bitcoin, it moves a little bit differently, like you can see over here. It moves a little bit differently. So we have been seeing some weird market structure right now playing out here. So definitely what we are seeing right now in the market is definitely some manipulation going around over here. There are some big players buying, selling, trying to pressure you out, trying to pressure you out of the market as well. This drop off over here is once again to fear you extremely hard to exit the market, to of course close your long positions. But this is of course not the strategy what I will be utilizing. This is not the reason for me to exit the market or whatsoever. By the way, Bitcoin is right now as well extremely close towards coming closer on the 1 hourly candle close. Right now it's moving up ever so slightly from of this hidden bullish divergence. As soon as this 1 hourly candle closes here in the green, I do expect that the next candle as well is going to continue its trend up here because of this hidden bullish divergence. So I am very excited on how this is going to be playing out for Bitcoin right now here. And let's see what we're going to have here. Please go to the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart. Now, we'll be going into the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart for a second here, because that's a chart that we have been playing out very well recently. This is a chart that we have been anticipating very well here. And I don't want to be shilling with you guys. I don't want to be saying, aha, I told you so. I told you so. I don't want to be the guy that's always going to say, I told you so. But we told you so once again here. I'm only going to say it once here. But guys, it was so simple what we were doing here, essentially with Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. We were buying into Ethereum because it was looking strong against Bitcoin. It was on the low side of this trend. It was in a very good average buy price. And what we warned you guys about is basically the 3-day candles. We were seeing, I like to look at the 3-day candles because it's just a very nice candlestick time frame in my opinion. So you can see, first of all, this major previous support and resistance box getting retested, and of course since then we moved up very significantly, and it is looking particularly good right now here. So since we were retesting this level, we moved up the green box here. As well, we were retesting this downward sloping, upper sloping resistance line here, what we did broke through, and we were not seeing a retest yet here, and we still saw the perfect retest on this level since then. As well, we continued our way up here. As well, we saw this breakout of this downward sloping trend line getting perfectly retested, and since then we moved up even further on. So Ethereum is looking good against Bitcoin. Like I've been warning you guys for, I do expect similar market structure like we saw here. I think Ethereum is going to be absolutely spiking crazy against Bitcoin. I will be here for, especially for the merge, guys. If you don't know already, as soon as the merge comes out here, because the merge is going to come out approximately like January 2022, and Bart, I will look in your super chat in a moment here, but the merge, so the proof of work removal, will come out approximately Q1 2022, maybe Q4 still 2021 here. So the merge will come out anytime soon here. And as soon as the merge comes out here, you're not able to mine Ethereum anymore, and you only will be able to stake it. And as soon as the merge comes out here, Ethereum will be a deflationary asset. It will be having an if the market moves like this here, if there is the same amount of transactions, we're going to see a 2% deflation a year, 2% deflation for Ethereum a year. That's a pretty crazy amount, of course, right? So Ethereum is going to get less and less supply every single year. So what am I doing right now? I am doing accumulation. I am accumulating my freaking Ethereum for the long run. I'm accumulating Ethereum because I am preparing myself for the scarcity shock that we're going to get generated. And I want to be here for the long run. I want to be having enough Ethereum so I could be, of course, create life-changing wealth as well. So Ethereum is definitely, for me as well, a very long-term investment. All the projects are built on it. Shiba is as well built on Ethereum. So if you're like of Shiba, just hodl Ethereums, because yeah, already we got in 670,000 Ethereums getting burnt here. And do you want me to do a quick calculation? Because let me see, 670,000 X, let me see, Ethereum is currently worth 4,400. So this is an approximately 3 billion liquidation. This is not liquidation, 3 billion US dollars has already gone out of the market. And if I go to coin market cap real quickly, 3 billion US dollars of the total market capitalization is, let me see, and approximately 0.7% of the total market cap is basically burned from Ethereum. So that is pretty crazy what we did saw with Ethereum. There's so much money getting locked away here right now. There's so good what Ethereum is doing right now. And of course, since it will become a deflationary asset in the next update, people will be getting extremely excited. And what I'm doing right now here, I'm not necessarily, you could be as well, invest right now for the coming 10 years and you're going to make very significant gains here on Ethereum. But what I'm doing right now is that I am, let's say the merge date, it depends on whether it will be happening, but I do expect it will be happening somewhere, but probably it will be getting delayed here. So let's say it will be happening in March 2022. From of that point, Ethereum will become deflationary. But what will be happening as soon as the updates comes out, guys, is going to have the same influence just like it had on the London hard fork update. The London hard fork update resulted in Ethereum having a climb of 170% against Bitcoin. This was, of course, an insane rally that we did generate. So do you want to make good gains? No financial advice, but look at Ethereum. Ethereum is going to do the exact same once again. And I have been warning you guys for this several times here. This could be, of course, not even the beginning of the rally of the merge hype anticipation, but what you want to be doing here is anticipate the hype, anticipate and front run the hype, what Ethereum is going to create here. It's going to be a very good investment for the coming 6 months, in my opinion, because the merge is going to have such a positive effect on the market. It's crazy. It's going to be helping Ethereum to rise exponentially against Bitcoin, and I'm extremely excited about it. So Donnie Lee is donating to the channel here, and I will be looking into your board super chat in a second here. You're saying, should we buy Lamborghini Hurricanes after the bull cycle? I mean, man, everyone has a Lamborghini Hurricane. Yesterday, I was looking at some McLarens. I don't know, McLarens is well really speaking towards me right now, and I do think it's more of a racing car. It's more of the feeling. I don't know. McLaren is really, I'm getting convinced of buying rather a McLaren than a Lamborghini as my first supercar. So I don't know yet here if we should be buying Hurricanes. I always should be saying invest your money wisely, and there will be, of course, come some point that you have to be as well, take some off the table, enjoy a little bit of life, and yeah, let's see what we're going to do here. But Bart is saying, hey brother, I just want to know your opinion about this Plan B stock to flow chart and the accuracy in the last 2 months here. So let me go to Plan B here to 100 trillion US dollars, of course. What is my point of view on it? I do think it's a good stock to flow model, still a good way of measuring where we're standing right now in the market. I do not see it as an invalidated model. Of course, what we can see over here is that once these dots become red, once again, we're trading against close towards all-time highs here. And you can see usually once these red dots are flashing, this is of course not the stock to flow model, but this is of course the approximately moving average for Bitcoin. But this is well from plan B here. We could be, of course, in for further continuation. And usually once the market gets these red dots here, it tends to increase for an extended period of time, just like it was doing earlier this year. So, I mean, I'm very excited about what we could be expecting for Bitcoin. And as well, once again, you can see it. I do think we're still on track here. Of course, it's harder to increase towards these targets. I do see Bitcoin, of course, increase towards 150k approximately. I do think that this stock to flow model will be getting, not necessarily get invalidated, but what we do know here is that Bitcoin could be reaching this $1 million target rather sooner than later. And my reason why I do think that Bitcoin is going to reach the $1 million rather sooner than later, let me tell you this real quickly. Why do I think so? It's very simple. There's more money in circulation, the price can easily increase. So hyperinflation will be the reason why I do think that Bitcoin will be getting way quicker towards $1 million than you personally expect here, because if $1 is getting less worth, Bitcoin is getting more worth. So the dollar is going to lose their valuation drastically in the coming 10 years. The coming 10 years, coming 5 years are going to be absolutely exponential. But I mean, yeah, your Bitcoin could be maybe worth $1 million, but what are those dollars worth in the future? That is your real big question that we should be asking ourselves right now here. So yeah, I'm very curious on how it's going to be playing out here. Very curious on how it's going to be going. But guys, yeah, let me quickly talk to you guys as well here. The real big question is, should we really be holding our dollars? Should we really compare our Bitcoins to dollars? How I compare my Bitcoins here is how many Bitcoins I own. I don't care about how much dollar valuation it has here. And guys, by the way, let me know what you do think about the new setup here. I just got some extra cameras here. Soon I will be moving to my new studio, and I will be having some even sicker camera effects here, and I will be even having some sicker angles here on the stream as well here. So let me know how you like these kinds of things here. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it. I do enjoy it, but let's look at the Bitcoin 1 hourly candle close here. So Bitcoin coming relatively close right now towards its 1 hour candle close here, guys. I'm very, very excited. You can see so far the hidden bullish divergence has been paying off massively. So far it has been paying off massively. You can see over here, it's still forming this lower low here on the RSI, higher low here on the price action. This is resulting in, of course, this hidden bullish divergence to play out here. And so far, Bitcoin is bouncing back very strongly. Trade is once again going up ever so slightly, so there's always a positive thing to see here. And of course, it's going to be very important where the Bitcoin 4 hourly candles are heading towards, because the 4 hourly candles for Bitcoin are going to be, for me, very important. So, yeah, we're bouncing back very strong here in these past minutes here. People are seeing it here. Green screen is not working. Fancy. I mean, green screen is working, but that's a different camera angle, and we're not using the green screen. So yeah, it is working, man. I know what I'm doing. Bro, what are your top projects for Ethereum? I mean, what are your projections for Ethereum? My predictions for Ethereum, I do think could be trading around, let's say, I would rather say, I mean, some people are saying the bull cycle is going to end this year. I don't think so. I do think like a Q1 2022 is going to be the best month for Ethereum ever. I don't think it's going to be Q4 2021 where Ethereum is really going to peak here. Like I said to you before, I do expect the merge to be extremely big for Ethereum, and that is the reason why I do expect that Ethereum is going to be, let's say, pumping or maybe forming these peaks here in the market in, let's say, Q1 2022, because the merge will be the big anticipation where Ethereum will be absolutely skyrocket from. And of course, if we could get the merge right now here, it will be so sick, because Ethereum will be, let's see, literally go towards maybe $8,000 right now. That's what I at least expect here. So what you as well can do here is, of course, front run the market with, of course, maybe a vision for, let's say, the coming 6 months or so. Coming 6 months, you're going to open a leverage long position. You're going to swing trade the market. But in general, if you're just going to hold Ethereum, I think you're going to be very strong off here. And of course, for you guys out there that do want to be trading the market, because yeah, I do trade the market every single day here. The next big Ethereum hype round, I'm going to be anticipating it as well with a lot of trades here, because yeah, I like trading. I like to make exponential gains here in the market. If you want to be doing as well, don't forget to right away subscribe to the channel here. And by the way, guys, I see we're watching still with 900 of you guys out there. We only are having 340 likes, so don't forget to smash that like button. And if you want to be signing up here on Bybit to trade the market as well, don't forget to do so. You can find the link in the description, and you will be getting a $3,500 deposit bonus. As well, you could be signing up here with FanTom here, the link in the description, where you will be as well able to trade a lot of altcoins, and you will be as well getting a very good deposit bonus. So don't forget to check FanTom and Bybit here, link in the description if you want to be trading some cryptos. So, let me see. God, yeah, of course. More power abuser. What is going on? McLaren is far better financial decision than a CryptoPunk in my opinion. I mean, yeah, I'm really thinking of, getting into some NFTs as well. I mean, I do own some NFTs. I am not that deeply into the NFT space yet here, but everyone is falling for it. But am I going to fall for the hype? Am I going to be buying into this hype cycle thing? I don't know yet here, but I do want to be buying some NFTs. The only reason why I do want to be buying some NFTs here is because I can put it as my profile picture, and I know that Twitter is going to verify you as the owner of the NFT anytime soon on Twitter as well. So my reason to be buying into some NFTs is maybe to put it as my profile picture because it's quite fun, right? Just to support the space, etc. But I don't know. Is it a bubble? We don't know yet. I mean, it's very hard for me to say. Is our NFT space a bubble? Let me know in the chat here, guys. Do you think the NFT space is a bubble right now, or do you think it's just not going to pop and it's just going to increase further on from here on? So let's see what we're going to have here. I should have bought Ethereum at 15,000 in the bear market. Oh, at 15. Yeah, bro. I mean, you should have. I mean, for me as well, I would have loved that I bought more, man. It's always in hindsight. Of course, I have been accumulating a lot of cheap Ethereum. But I mean, look at this. It was just trading on the bear market lows. It was just trading on $85. It was here trading on the March crash. It was trading. Let me see. Let me see if I can get the exact one right. So on the March crash, Ethereum was trading on an approximately $86, and it's right now 5,000% up here. So if you did bought the bottom, you've been up at 50x here. And let's say you're invested $10,000, you're up right now at 50x. So you would have been made $500,000 with a 10k investment. So yeah, I mean these things are allowing us opportunities. These buying the dip opportunities are absolutely insane here. But do know, we're just getting started here in general for the market. Of course, life-changing wealth will be coming towards us because you are investing crypto, then life-changing wealth will come towards you eventually. What we can still see as well, this cup and handle scenario breaking out further, seeing the further continuation towards the upside. Do expect that this $5,000 target is going to get reached anytime soon for Ethereum, and Ethereum is going to be visiting new all-time highs rather sooner than later. And the most exciting part about it here is just wait till the merge will come towards us. Just wait till the merge comes, and as soon as the merge comes of the beacon chain, it will be having a very, very sick influence in the market, and it will be allowing Ethereum to absolutely skyrocket. It will be allowing Ethereum to absolutely skyrocket, and people will be falling for the hype. People will be falling for the scarcity shock Ethereum is going to create here. So it's going to be having a minus 2.1% supply growth. So it's a very, very positive thing here. It's a very, very positive thing. Let me see. Do you ever cover Ethereum compared to beef on Binance? No, I never do. I never do it, to be honest. It's free. Ethereum towards the merge. I've never done it, man, to be honest. Good morning, brother. Today is expiry day, and the max pain price is around the 55k here. Will we see another drop today? Max pain price is trading on 55k here, and guys, let me talk a little bit about it today as well. The option close that is closing in towards right now here. Do I see some articles coming up? Do I see some articles flashing up right now here? No, I don't see so. So max pain price of around 55k. That's pretty interesting. Do we see another drop coming here? I don't know exactly, but what I always say here is that the last Friday of the month here, of course, the option close expiry date is going to be usually the most painful day of the month here. So if we survive today, next month is going to be bullish. So as soon as we're opening November, no Dipvember, as soon as we're going to be opening the new monthly candle and we're going to be in no Dipvember, I think we're going to get no dips. I think we're going to rise very quickly. There's not going to be a lot of people suppressing the prices here, in my opinion, if we're going to go in towards the next month here. Option expiration. I mean, next being price around 55k. I don't really see Bitcoin going so low, to be very honest. And if Bitcoin goes so low, I will be for sure benefit from it here. So, Donelli is saying, places to live in Dubai, Thailand, or Caribbean after the cash in. I mean, to be honest, I don't really care. I don't really care about these things anymore. A few years ago, I would have always loved to live in these places, but right now I just want to live in my own country. I mean, I don't know. I don't really care about these things. Yeah, good place, man. Good place to live here, Dubai, Thailand. But Dubai is just way too hot, man. I don't like the weather. It's way too hot. And it sounds very weird because usually, like a year or 2 years ago, I always want to be going towards a place. But right now, I mean, man, it's just so it's a great place, you know. I mean, it's a good place, but it's a weird place as well. It's a weird place. It's a very nice place to be here, to be honest. It's a very safe country. It's a very pleasure place to be. A lot of pleasure, people around you, surrounding you. You're learning a lot from them. But as well, just like the Netherlands, I don't know, I just like it. Only the Texas, I don't. So let me see. What should we discuss? Should we discuss some altcoins? Let me know in the chat. Do you think that if we are in a live candle down in a minute like yesterday, it's a good moment along? It depends, man. It's catching the falling knife is always very hard. That's always a thing that I will be saying to you guys out there. Catching a falling knife is the hardest thing to do here. And of course, open your long in the middle of a correction is very hard to call, because maybe you would have already opened your long position over here, and maybe that could have been resulting in, of course, you getting liquidated because you opened your long position in the middle of the crash. It's always very hard to call to catch the exact falling knife. But what you should be doing here, in my opinion, if you're seeing these flash crashes, is just look at strong levels of support and resistance. And we knew that this was a previous support zone, that this was previous resistance, and that this was, of course, a very good average price to, of course, accumulate your long position. So yeah, definitely a very strong time to be opening your position over here. But of course, opening it just because purely it's falling, not necessarily the best strategy, in my opinion. Just look at support and resistance targets, in my opinion. So I would love to get a view on Ethereum. Just go a little bit back in towards the stream here, because we did already discuss our view on Ethereum. So let me quickly talk about MATIC, because I know that MATIC was pumping significantly. It was pumping towards the upside. So yeah, MATIC is once again growing and growing. And it's, of course, a very positive thing that we're seeing for the MATIC lovers here. So what you can basically see here, it's very simple. MATIC is very simple what we're right now seeing, essentially. So MATIC is just going parabolic. MATIC is literally just going parabolic. This is what we're seeing right now in the market. So MATIC is doing a particularly good job here. It's moving up very quickly. It's moving up in a very rapid pace. And I definitely expect that it could be going up further. I definitely think it could be going even up more exponential towards the upside. But what will be important for me in terms of MATIC here is that we're going to see a further continuation up here. I do want to be seeing just this parabolic trend not ending, because what I do expect here in parabolic trends, because that's basically how Bitcoin and cryptocurrency markets work. If you're in an exponential trend here, if you're in a parabolic trend, what you know what to be seeing is consolidation. If you see consolidation at around these levels over here, what we're going to see here is essentially a further correction down here. I do expect that we're then going to see correction, because consolidation on top of a parabolic run-up is always bearish. So what I want to be seeing here is further growth, and as soon as we're going to see a correction and then pump once again, and we're going to slow off our steam, we could be then maybe in for a correction wave here. But so far, we're still in the bullish period. So far, everything is still looking good for the price action of MATIC. If we're going to look at some horizontals, we clearly did broke this important resistance box over here. Well, right now is going to be providing support if we're going to come down, of course. So let's say MATIC is going to be rolling over. Let's say MATIC is going to be seeing a roll over from this point. Let me make it green, by the way, here. Let's say MATIC is going to correct and is going to come down all the way back towards the green box there. It's going to be a bullish retest, because previous resistance will be getting retested as support. And it's going to be having a very, very, very positive effect on the market. And it could be having, of course, showing us this further increasement towards the upside. So I'm very curious on how this is going to be playing out. I'm very curious on how it's going to be resulting like, and I'm very curious on how MATIC is now going to develop the price action. And if it comes down here, I will be saying to you guys out there, this is going to be a good time to open swing trade positions on MATIC. And if you want to be swing trading the market, don't forget to right away sign up here with Bybit here in the link description, because Bybit will be allow you to trade the market. It is, of course, very, very valuable at this point of time here, because swing trading markets is just very, very powerful right now here. So people are saying bubble. I mean, firstly, what I do see in the use case of MATIC is, of course, a layer 2 solution. I mean, it's very hard to say what it is exactly going to do here, because as soon as Ethereum solves its problem, MATIC is not going to be having a very strong use case anymore. So, yeah, I'm very excited about what MATIC can do. Can it set a new all-time high? Of course, it went absolutely parabolic. Excuse me. It went absolutely parabolic towards the upside. And right now it's just holding up pretty strong here. It's doing a particularly good job here. And of course, if you look at these lower prices over here, it just pumped up like crazy. Right now, once again, trading on $2. So yeah, let's see how it's going to be playing out here. Senders will say, okay, please check SNX here. Let me right away move into SNX. What we are having for this project, what we're having for this coin. So what we're seeing on this coin, yeah, once again, daily time frame, not a lot of important and interesting developments, to be honest, playing out right now. We're just seeing sideways action. We're not seeing necessarily high highs getting formed, while the Bitcoin price action is doing so. So against Bitcoin is losing massive value, against Ethereum is losing massive value. It's not doing anything yet here. Is it going to be a good buy? For me, it's very hard to say that to you guys out there right now. Is it doing anything? No, it's not doing anything yet here. Are we seeing anything interesting on the 4-hourly candles right now? No, we're just seeing consolidation, not a lot of interesting moves, to be honest. But what are we right now seeing on the 12-hour time frame? You can see basically we are forming this downward sloping parallel channel. We're forming a downward sloping parallel channel from the highs over here, and you can see we're just moving down in this way. And what you want to be seeing essentially is, of course, break from the top side to continue our way through. If we're going to break down, we're going to continue our way down further on. But for me right now, it's very hard to analyze this chart because I'm not seeing a lot of interesting things here, to be honest, playing out. As well, I could use some indications. I could be using some Fibonacci's on this chart, but for me on right now, I do not really see an interesting move preparing itself right now here. I just see sideways action and nothing very interesting playing out, to be very honest. But what you can see, of course, over here is that this is a previous resist zone, support over here, resistance, support, support, support. So let's see how it's going to be holding up. Hopefully we could be seeing a further continuation towards the upside from the high over here. We could be maybe in for, of course, a downward slope resistance line from the high, and that could be having maybe a very bearish effect on the market as well from the high to the low over here. But for me on right now, it's not a very favorite coin that I would like to analyze here on the charts, to be very honest. So Shiba Inu. I mean, Shiba, guys. Use your mind if it comes to Shiba. Shiba, of course, is increasing drastically. It's up 160% in the past 7 days here. But as it climbs so quickly, it will be most likely come down as well very quickly. And a lot of people are shorting it. I do understand that. I do want to be shorting Shiba as well here, because the dump on Shiba is going to be insane. But because everyone is shorting it, it's still moving up. That's the clear reason. Because everyone is shorting Shiba, it's still moving up. So be careful with trading Shiba, to be honest. I do expect it's going to have a massive pullback towards the downside. But the more and more people that are going to short it, the more likely it will be that it's going to be further increasing. But I don't like Shiba. It's an S coin. It's way too overvalued. It's way too overvalued. I don't buy it. I should definitely not suggest buying into it right now, because people are buying into it because the prices are not pumping because no one is buying it. People are buying in these ranges. And if you're one of them that are buying into Shiba right now, you should definitely do some more research on what you're buying into us, because you're not buying into us definitely a very strong coin. You're buying into an S coin. You're buying into a shit coin, basically. So be careful, be fearful once it comes to us, once people are getting too greedy, because the greed is extremely high on Shiba. Can it be going up further? For sure. Can it go to $1? Never. It can never go towards $1, because that means that it has to be a 424 trillion US dollar market capitalization coin, and I've not even calculated the inflation in it yet. So be careful. It has no limited supply. It could be just getting minted. You should be very careful with Shiba Inu coins. I think it's not smart, and it's not a smart investment. 40 billion market cap for this coin is way too overvalued. I should stay away from it. I should definitely stay away from it right now here. Yeah, just more than that I can't say about it, to be honest. More than that, I definitely can't say about it. So yeah, pretty interesting project, of course. This is right now P9. How is it possible? Maybe we should start to invest in meme coins once again. You can see Dogecoin is still down 5%. Probably the money from Dogecoin shifting back into Shiba. But will be most likely the other way around as well. Maybe the profits from Shiba will be maybe flowing back in towards the larger caps here. So that's going to be, of course, a positive side of it. So yeah, let me see what we're going to have here. HBAR, please. Let me look at the HBAR real quickly. HBAR is, of course, a lovely project, of course. I do love it. I do want to be getting you guys alerted about HBAR. HBAR is still consolidating right now in the symmetrical triangle. HBAR is preparing itself for this major rally here. And it will come anytime soon here. HBAR is really preparing itself for a major leg here. And you could be preparing yourself as well for a major leg for Shiba, for HBAR, by looking at this consolidation pattern. As soon as we break the top side of resistance, we could be in for further continuation up here. As soon as we break the lower side, we could be in for further continuation down here. So very curious on how it's going to be playing out here. I definitely can't wait to see how it's going to be playing out right now for Shiba. I'm very excited on how this project will be. I said Shiba, but I mean HBAR, excuse me. I'm very excited on how HBAR is going to be further developed from this point. I do think this symmetrical triangle could be breaking out massively, but at the same time, Bitcoin is pumping even further on here. So Bitcoin is pumping once again. Beautiful thing to see here. Always lovely to see Bitcoin pumping live here. So let me see what the chat is saying here. That's fair. Over. People are not buying lottery tickets anymore, but they're buying coins like Shiba to make some money. I mean, in the end of the day, if you're buying Shiba right now, you're just giving money to a rich individual. You're literally giving money away to a rich individual. That's the pure thing you're doing right now here. So yeah, you should be making up your mind yourself. You should be, of course, keep your eyes wide open on what your investment strategy is here. But my investment strategy is not buying into these coins here. I don't think it's smart to be buying into these coins right now here. I think it's rather irresponsible to be buying into these S coins right now here, while Bitcoin is pumping once again here, and while the trade is going up ever so slightly, while Ethereum is Cardano as well ever so slightly moving up once again. I will be quickly taking an eye out on Ethereum as well. Trying to go for a new ultimate, of course. Ethereum very close towards a new ultimate, so the ultimate party is coming closer and closer, and we could be starting to screen once again for Ethereum as soon as it starts to set a new ultimate. So guys, do you think Ethereum will be setting a new ultimate in the chat? Do you think Ethereum will be able to set a new ultimate here? Let me know in the chat here right now, live in stream here. So we as well got 420 likes. That's pretty cool. 420 likes. SafeMoon. I mean, people are getting excited about SafeMoon again because all the shitty projects are once again pumping. Sorry that I say SafeMoon isn't a shitty project, but we know that SafeMoon is just not for me a smart investment. It's just a risky investment, but yeah, like you can see, of course, it's not the full chart, of course. But SafeMoon is pumping once again, 300% for the last 25 days. I mean, yeah, it is pumping. Some shitty projects are pumping. And SafeMoon, of course, it is an interesting project. They were the first one that using this concept, of course, right? But it started to move up once again. Is it going to be seeing a new peak? We don't know. But of course, a lot of S coins are right now pumping like crazy. So keep your eyes wide open on it. So, yeah, I think I just have to make a different investment strategy. I think I just have to look at shitty projects and just have to buy them. So yeah, of course, SafeMoon is not necessarily a shitty project. But for sure, this is not the concept. Is just give money to each other if you buy money. So it's weird. If you buy SafeMoon, you just give money to someone else. It just incentivizes to hold. It has no real use case. I think it's not the best investments in terms of the longer term, because yeah, like you can see, some people got wrecked by buying the top over there. But yeah, if you bought the lows, you're doing a good job here. You did make an approximately 4 or 5x from it. So yeah, you're doing a pretty particularly good job if you did bought the lows over there. So congratulations if you did bought the lows here. Ethereum, obviously. So everyone's saying yes in the chat here. Everyone thinks Ethereum will be sending a new ultimate today. I do think as well, guys. I do think an ultimate party for Ethereum later today is definitely on the right place here. SafeMoon is a scam. I mean, I'm not necessarily going to say it's a scam or whatsoever, but it's just not a good investment. It's not a good investment. And please don't get caught up on the emotions that you still want to have a piece of the cake, because once it pumps so significantly, the cake, there's no cake anymore. You're going to be buying in, you're going to walk into the shop, you're going to buy your cake, you're only going to buy the ticket of the cake, but you're not going to get the cake because you're only buying the ticket to the cake for your cake, or you're not getting a cake because all the cakes are already taken. So please be careful with buying into towards these stupid things here. I mean, should be careful. BTC broke resistance. So let me see what Bitcoin is doing right now here. Bitcoin broke. I don't really necessarily see strong resistance on the 1 hourly getting broken right now here. I will be not look at these lower time frames. Of course, I could be talk about the 5-minute candles, but I don't do so. I don't really look at these lower time frames, to be very honest. Yeah, what you can see if you look at the 5-minute time frame, yeah, you can see, yeah, we broke downtrend, but what you want to be essentially see here for the 5-minute time frame, in my opinion, to say, okay, we broke the downtrend here. What is the chat doing? What we want to be seeing here is, of course, this lower high trend here getting broken. So far, we're still in a lower high trend. So I want to be seeing this trend getting broken. As soon as we break this trend here, I do think that, yeah, Bitcoin could be for sure being some further continuations up here. And Bitcoin could be maybe seeing a further significant leg up getting trade here. And while Bitcoin is moving up right now, Ethereum is following. So it's a particularly good thing to see right now. So what I basically expect for Bitcoin, of course, yeah, I did create this hidden bullish divergence, reason why we were expecting the market is going to be moving up from here on. I want to be seeing Bitcoin breaking this red box of resistance. And you can clearly see this is a previous resistance target, but right now, previous resistance and support target, but we want to be seeing getting broken. As soon as we break this level, we could be in for this further continuation. On the 4-hour candles, it's very important to look at. What you can see right now, Bitcoin on the 4-hourly candle is running in towards resistance, guys. It's going to be critical where we are going to close this 4-hourly candle. It's going to be very, very critical where we're going to close the 4-hourly candle right now here. Do you still like cake? I mean, Shikit, Anthony Shen, I stake so many cake like crazy. I stake all my cake. I get like 86 or 90% APY, APR. So I get literally 90% returns a year for staking my cake on PancakeSwap. So you should be definitely look at it as well. Just go to PancakeSwap. just look at some pools that they're having over here. You can invest in the AutoCake here. AutoCake currently has a 73% APY. So you're getting literally 73% returns a year by staking your freaking cake. So it's pretty cool, pretty crazy. This is the SEER pool. It's pretty good. But yeah, you should definitely take an eye out towards these pools where you could be investing in. Because they can bring you so much money. They can just bring you so much money by just sitting and leaning backwards. Because passive income is the most important income there is. You can see there's as well some other projects where you get like a 90% APR. So it's pretty crazy what we are getting in terms of returns on these projects. But of course, the risk is significantly higher. So please be careful. I just do AutoCake, just the safest way to invest. And of course, it's right away compounding your interest as well. So it's a pretty good one. I definitely should just keep your eyes out on that one for sure. So yeah, looking forward towards it, what we could be having from at this point. So I'm bullish about Cake because I mean I'm just taking it. I do think it's it's just a good platform. It's have a good use case. It works well. It gives myself good returns. So I think Cake is definitely a coin that's still going to be pumping eventually. And as well, if I'm going to look at the chart here of Cake, it has been not performing that well, right? So Cake has been. Just very honestly speaking, it's not been performing that well here. But for me, still, it's an an interesting investment that I'm making right now. Do think that the hype eventually will be returning for Cake. And I've been buying literally the lows over here. I've been buying the $7 range literally. I've been accumulating Cake for quite a while here. I've been accumulating Cake for quite a while. And right now, it's definitely once again in these accumulation zones here. And I think, yeah, you could be buying some Cake right now and stake it. You could be up very well here, man. You could be up very, very well. Of course, here it shoot up to $44. I think as soon as the hype returns back towards the Binance chain, we could be seeing a very, very significant pump in Cake for sure getting created. As soon as the volumes run up here, once again, we could be seeing a significant pump getting created here. So Bitcoin was pumping ever so slightly just a moment ago, right, and correcting ever so slightly. So creating a minor wick on the top side, what we're seeing right here. Ethereum as well losing a little bit of value. So yeah, pretty interesting what we're going to have here. But for Bitcoin, it's going to be, for me, very important to see where this 4-hour candle is going to be closing. We have been retesting another time this critical resistance box right now. You definitely want to be seeing a breakthrough of this level. So let me see. Looks promising. Indeed. I mean, for sure. Check out the polls on PancakeSwap. You're making good returns. And what I just do is just get 80% or 70, right now 73, but I got like 83% or so, 83% returns a year, and I just lean backwards. I mean, passive income is the most important income there is, and with staking your cryptos, you could be making so much passive income. So do your own research, of course. Never just listen to me. Just never listen to one stupid guy on the internet telling you what to do. Always do your own research. And I'm only giving you guys a heads up that it is possible to stake some of your tokens to earn high APR with low risk, and it's just a passive income. It's just passive income, and passive income is key in your it's just in general key to success. Key to success in life is just passive income, because you have to do nothing for it, and while you're getting passive income, you could be focus yourself on different things there, like on trading, or like on learning yourself about technical analysis, or learning yourself about working in the cryptocurrency space, building projects or whatsoever. So use your time towards your advantage, and especially right now in the cryptocurrency industry, the APRs are right now extremely high, and it won't stay so high forever. There will become a time that too many people are going to stake, so the APRs are going to be low. So benefit from it right now. You heard it once again first on the Crypto Rove channel. Thanks, man. No problem. BitDAO, where in the Netherlands do you live? That's a big question. If you follow me on Instagram, you know approximately where I live here. So don't forget to follow me as well on Instagram. I put some very funny stuff on here, so don't forget to follow me at CryptoRoveYT. Yeah, earlier today I was here at the McLaren deal. I really like a McLaren, guys. But yeah, I was here in Utrecht here, so it was pretty good. So don't forget to follow me as well on Instagram if you're interested in my lifestyle, etc. So pretty cool if you're into do so. But what were we talking about? I forgot it. So we're basically seeing right now. It's pretty interesting, to be honest. Yeah, Ethereum, Bitcoin creating a Bitcoin on the top side, but yeah, what we're basically talking about were the horizontal resistance box, and this red line is going to be critical of to watch right now here. What do you say? Crypto, I've got 1K. What altcoin should you suggest me to buy? I never can suggest you anything to buy, man. I am not a financial advisor. Will be never say so, because once as soon as you lose your money, you're going to say, "Oh, but Rover, you told me to buy this." So I'm never going to say buy this or bet here. I never will say that. And that's as well a BitDAO. Sorry, that was what I was willing to do here. I was willing to check BitDAO. But yeah, definitely very interesting coin here. Let me go to BitDAO here as well, guys. If you want to be trading BitDAO, or if you want to be buying BitDAO in general, just check out here Bybit. Don't forget as well to sign up here in link description. You could be buying spot. You could be buying BitDAO as well if you want to be investing in this coin here. Look at this. This coin is crazy, like going like crazy. You could be as well leverage traded. So you can take advantage of these new coins getting launched here. You could take advantage of the high liquidity that Bybit is offering you to trade these coins there on a very fair value price. As well, what you could be doing here is shorting Shiba. So if you want to be shorting Shiba with the 1000 USD perpetual, pretty interesting to check out here. Don't forget to sign up here with link description, because I'm going to be opening some trades on Shiba anytime soon here. I will be potentially as well open some shorts here on Shiba with very low leverage, maybe one or 2x leverage, just purely to drag the market down here. So let's see how it's going to be performing like. What we can currently see here is that we're still making some good profits here from Cardano and Bitcoin. But yeah, what you can see by BitDAO here is increasing very significantly. We're trading on $2.54. If we're going to look at the 1 hour candles, you can see it had some correction waves here after this huge run up here, then start to consolidate right now. And what we can see essentially right now here, that BitDAO did a very good job here by breaking through this resistance box, right? So you can see major resistance box getting broken. We got 3 rejections, and as soon as we were breaking through it, we saw this further continuation up here. So you can see resistance, 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 break above it, and further continuation up here. So it looks particularly good right now. It looks particularly strong. And let's see where the further continuation could be heading towards from BitDAO. So I'm very excited what we could be seeing from here on. I think we could be for sure see a further continuation here. I do think for sure we could be seeing a further increase with the valuation in terms of BitDAO right now. Looks particularly strong right here, in my opinion. Looks particularly strong here. So I'm very curious what we could be doing here right now with BitDAO. So yeah, I think it could be seeing a further continuation. But guys, I will be right now saying some things here, because I will be right now wrap up the stream, unfortunately. So guys, thank you so much once again for watching here to this amazing stream here. Oh wait, I will be first going into Fantom, because I see that we're just getting another super chat. So let me quickly go into Fantom, and then I will be starting to wrap up the stream here. So I've got some quite interesting things to say here to you guys. So what we're seeing with Fantom is it's essentially getting rejected here by the 2.272. So yeah, what you can clearly see here is that the resistance getting found here on the 2.72. So far it's cooling up ever so slightly. It's consolidating on the highs once again. What you want to be seeing here is basically a breakthrough of this level, and as well a breakthrough of the 2.618 here. If we break above the 2.618 here, I do expect that we could be seeing a continuation till the 4.618 here, to be honest. So I'm very curious on how it's going to be developed. I'm very curious on where it could be heading towards from this point. So yeah, keep your eyes wide open for Fantom right now here on the immediate short term. It has been seeing some lower highs getting formed here, so the trend is definitely shifting right now ever so slightly. So be careful, be alerted. For our candles, could be maybe potential double top that we're creating over here. So be alerted. It's not looking necessarily so strong in my opinion. So yeah, let's just wait on the sidelines and let's see. Let's wait what it's going to do, because buying Fantom right now is definitely a little bit irresponsible in my opinion. It's standing pretty high, even though I do expect it's going to be continuing its trend towards the upside. I still think that Fantom is a little bit higher if you want to be accumulating it right now. So yeah, very curious how it's going to be playing out. This double top on the 4 hours getting me a little bit worried, to be honest. We could be maybe come down ever so slightly before then moving up once again here, because yeah, not necessarily so looking so strong, but as long as Bitcoin is going to increase, it's going to be Fantom that's going to get dragged along as well. But guys, thank you so much for watching to this amazing new stream here on the channel. Later today, I will be back with either another new update video or either with another new live stream here, depending on what the market is really going to do here. If the market is going to show some interesting development here, I will be back with another live stream. If we're going to see some important things in the charts and I only need a few minutes to discuss it, I will be just upload this 2 to 3 minute update video. So if you want to be staying alerted about all these significant market moves we're about to get generated here in the market, don't forget to right away subscribe to the channel here, guys. We're extremely close towards the 66.1k subscribers right now on the channel, so don't forget to smash it up here. It was, of course, once again an amazing pleasure to be your host of the show once again today. So guys, thank you so much for watching once again towards the amazing new live show. Hopefully you're going to be enjoying the rest of your Friday. Hopefully we could be seeing some further significant pumps for Bitcoin. Hopefully we could be breaking the trend line. So don't forget as well to follow me on Twitter at RoverCRC to stay up to date with all the market developments, and of course to be potentially a winner of the $4,000 giveaway that we're going to do over there. So guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.